Hey everybody, welcome back to Tech Odyssey. So today I'm here to do a comparison and review of the pass-through audio or ambient noise technology that's available on the Apple AirPods Pro, and it's also available on the Jabra Elite 75Ts. Now you have to ask yourself, or you may be asking yourself, what is pass-through audio or ambient noise audio? And what it is, it's the ability to hear what's going on around you through your earphones. So get this, your earphones, they have speakers in them, the drivers that play the music into your ear. But when you get the pass through audio, they actually have microphones on the outside of the earbud, just like you have your microphones to talk, but these are special directional microphones that are set up to pick up the noise that's going on around you, and it passes it through so you can hear it while you're listening to your music. This is really cool. It's cool because it's great for safety considerations. So if you're walking around downtown and you want to be able to listen to your music, but you want to be able to hear what's going on, hear what's going on, you want to be able to maintain your situational awareness, hear the cars honking, hear the vehicles as they pass by. If you're sitting at home watching a movie with your girlfriend or your wife and they're trying to talk to you while you're playing on your phone, listening to music, these, these are great things. So let's go ahead and dive in and take a look at this pass-through noise technology or audio technology and see what it's all about and see which one is better. All right, so this right here is what we're talking about. You see the noisy street, you see the cars passing by, you're standing around on the sidewalk as you're getting ready to cross the street and go into work. You've got cars going everywhere, you got the buses, sometimes you got the light rail or the subway. So many things going on and you're distracted. You can't hear because you have your music playing in your ear that's keeping you from having a good situational awareness of what's going on around you. So what this does is it puts you more in an active role in what's going on as you commute and you walk around, and you can hear the essential things like horns and cars and people while you listen to your music and you travel to and from. So this right here is really the best example I can say for why I think this is such a good new technology feature. All right, so first looking at the Apple AirPods Pro. So the regular AirPods didn't do this. The AirPods Pro, they got fancier and they added these extra microphones on the outside of it that pick up right there. We'll do a close-up video. These pick up the ambient noise or the surrounding noise that's going on around you, and it allows it to pass through so you can hear it in your earphones. Now, the way that this works, and it's really cool, I like what they did with the AirPods Pro. So instead of just touching on the outside, on the little shaft or the stick here, whatever you want to call it, you can squeeze this. So if you squeeze on the earbud, you hold it down for a second, it will enter the passive noise mode, so where you can hear what's going on around you. Now, based off of the level or the volume level for what you're listening to and the type of music, it can impact how good it is. Now, at higher level volumes when you're listening to music, you're going to have a harder time being able to make out what's going on around you. You might not be able to hear people talking distinctively, but you'll be able to hear things like horns or loud arena noise or basically anything that's kind of loud going on it. If you're in like in a quiet room, it doesn't really pick up a whole lot because noise needs to be produced so it can pick it up. So the noisier it is around you, the more you're going to hear. Now, if you turn it down to about half volume, whenever it comes to the AirPods Pro, you can hear really well if somebody's trying to have a face-to-face conversation with you or they're very close in proximity to you. So listening at kind of around 50% volume is great because you can still listen to your music at a reasonable level of audio so you can enjoy it, but at the same time you can get kind of a feel for what's going on around you, and you can even carry on a conversation with someone. And if you turn the volume down even lower, you can really talk to somebody, or you can be engaged at work. You can hear the phone go off, you can hear what's going on around you. So I really think that's one of the reasons why they incorporated it into the pros, because it really makes it nice when you're at work, when you're doing things where typically you couldn't wear earbuds. If you're waiting for an important phone call or you're trying to tell what's going on, it's just a nice thing, especially if you work in a downtown environment and you have to walk and cross the street all the time like I do. It could literally be a lifesaver. Now, you can't go in and adjust any of the volume stuff on here. It's all directly tied to the level of volume as you move it up and down on your phone. So you can't make it more sensitive, you can't make it less sensitive, But I will say it's very good, it's very clear, and it's a really, really nice feature. And some people have even said that you can take these to the firing range. I haven't tested that out, but I plan on doing it in the future. I spent 12 years as a weapons instructor in the military, and I would have loved to have this feature when I was out there. Actually, I had a set of, we used to call them Mickey Mouse earphones because they were so big and covered your ears. So we used those when we were out at the firing range, and eventually they came up with the technology where they had these microphones built in, and you'd have to replace the batteries all the time. But it worked out great being able to communicate with other instructors on the firing line while you were out there, so you could be able to talk and communicate up and down the firing line while people were shooting. So it's taken quite a while to get it into a technology, into a piece of audio this small, but it's there. So that's it for the AirPods Pro. Let's take a look at the Jabra Elite 75Ts. So here we are with the Jabra Elite 75Ts. These also have the pass-through or ambient audio feature. Now they also have the big microphone here on the side that picks up the ambient noise or the surrounding noise that's going on around you. It works really well also. But one thing that I really, really like about the Jabras is you can adjust the sensitivity for the pass-through audio. So you can strengthen it or lower it, and that can be independent of how the volume setting is for your actual audio. So if you want to have your volume at 50%, but you want to have the pass-through turned up higher to where it's more sensitive, you can do that. Or if you want to have it turned down lower so you hear more music at the expense of less pass-through audio, you can do that as well. So it's very customizable. You can do it. I'll show you here and illustrate in the Jabra app. So you just have to go down, open the app, and you can go over and you can adjust it right there. You can turn it on and off, and it's very easy to activate. So if you want to turn it on or off while you're listening to your audio without going into the app, of course you can do it in the app. But if you just want to do it with your earbud, while your earbud's in, of course, and activated, the left one, you just push the button one time, and it will enter the passive audio mode or pass-through audio. So it's really nice and it's really convenient and it works really well. Now, I did test both of them out walking back and forth from my building in downtown Houston. I put them in as soon as I got out of my truck in the parking garage, walked across the street, went through a couple buildings, and got to my office. Same thing on the way back in the afternoon. I even took them to my son's basketball game and I tested them out there. So works really good. The Jabras and the AirPods Pro. So the only main difference is, of course, is that the AirPods Pro, of course, those earbuds have active noise cancellation, whereas the Jabras don't. But it's very nice that you can adjust the sensitivity of the pass-through audio on the Jabras versus the AirPods. So which one of them is better? All right, so finally looking at both of them side by side, talking about the AirPods Pro, talking about the Jabra Elite 75Ts. We talked about how they work, we talked about what it is, and I talked about my personal demonstration with both of them. So which one is better? Well, I have to say that I believe the AirPods Pro is better. Up and down the audio spectrum, whether it's less noisy or more noisy, it does seem to more accurately pick up the sound and the ambient noise that's going on around you. And it seems like you can hear people talking better, so you can have more of a conversation with the AirPods versus the Jabbers. Now the Jabbers, they work fine, and if you turn them down low enough, they work really well. But at about half volume, which is kind of ideal between the blend of listening to music and also talking or being able to hear, I found that the AirPods Pro did seem to work better for me in that environment. Now they both work really well, and of course, if you're looking at price points, the AirPods are 250 versus the Jabras, which are 199. And of course, the AirPods are more suited towards actual iPhone. So if you have an iPhone, this is probably going to be your best bet. They also work great with Android. And then right here, the Jabras, they work great with both either, but they're not specifically designed for the iPhone. So both of them, they have the ambient noise or the pass-through audio capability. Like I said, I think the AirPods Pro wins it out just by a little bit. Of course, the Jabras are great second place, and they're both really good audio products. So yeah, that's about it. So hopefully this has been great as far as from an explanatory point of view, so you can understand what the pass-through audio feature is, what some of the benefits are, and also, if you're trying to make a decision between getting the AirPods Pro, why you would want them, or the Jabra Elite 75Ts. Both great, both have pass-through audio, and it's a really nice feature. So that's all that I've got in this video. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down in the comments section. I'll get back with you. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell so you can get notifications on the latest and greatest. And as always, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time.